Okay, it's telling me I'm live. It looks kind of grainy, and I don't know why. Um, I don't know. I don't have my other camera plugged in, and so that could be why. Something on my screen. Trying to wipe that off. But anyway, guys, it is 2:45 a.m. and I didn't want to miss the Sunday slowdown. The day was so crazy and so busy, and I thought I don't care what time I finish with my job, I'm gonna do a Sunday slowdown. So take a deep breath, breathe it out, deep breath, breathe it out. Well, I hope you got through the week successfully. And if there were any challenges, if you were able to cope with them, if you had any disappointments and upsets, that you were able, that's a glare. Maybe that's better. I don't know where to turn it so that I'm not seeing a glare in my glasses. Okay, maybe that's better. That you were able to cope with them and make it through. And now we're doing our reset for the week ahead. I know one disappointment I had was I've been working for months on my A1C, trying to get it down. And when I started, it was back in December. And at that point, it was 12, it was 12 nothing. No, at that point, it was 7.9. And I had it retested in February because I'm prepping for a knee replacement. And the surgeon is willing, ready, set to go to do the knee replacement as soon as my A1C gets down to 7 and under. And so in December, it was 7.9. When I went back in February, it was 7.6, so it's coming down. And then I was put on a medication that I thought was really gonna really help bring it down. But what I found out is that I was on such a low dose of it that although it's helping, um, it's probably not helping as rapidly as I thought it was gonna. So when I went the other day, it had gone down, but only 1 point. So it's down to 7.2 from 7.3. And so the hope is they've increased this particular medication that I was put on in hopes to help me get an additional benefit from it. And so the hope is that maybe within a month and a half, instead of waiting the full 3 months to check my A1C, like that would be August, that maybe in a month and a half, like in mid July, because they increased the dosage of the medication, so they want to see how I'm doing on it, that they would then be able to take my A1C again, and hopefully then it would be under 7, and then I could get my surgery date. Because that really is something that I need, guys. I'm telling you, my mobility is just challenging, and some days are better than others, but no days are great. Let's just put it that way. But now, one of the things too, after COVID and the pandemic and lockdown, I don't know, your priorities shifted, things are different. And anybody that knows me knows I am an avid jewelry lover. I love sterling, I love gemstones. I just love jewelry, and I always have. And so I have amassed quite a collection. And what I've decided to do is I'm gonna sell off a lot of the sterling that I just haven't worn. And in the years that we've been on lockdown or whatever, I've wear some of the same pieces over and over. And I thought, you know, put it at a nominal price and let it benefit somebody else, and they could get somewhere out of it. But initially, to get me started, I had I have these jewelry dresses, and three of the dresses have sterling, but one of the dresses had the fashion pieces that I had. So I wanted to start with it because some of them are beautiful. A lot of it is sets that I won um, in challenges in my Mary Kay career. Beautiful sets like that. And then years ago, I used to be with another direct sale company that sold jewelry, Leah Sophia. I don't know if many of you might have heard of it. I mean, just beautiful pieces. And so what I did today was I went through bagging up and stuff, putting pieces. Like this is a piece I'm keeping, but on the one side, it's that pink pearl. They are beautiful. And on the other side, it's they're upside down, but it's these crystal pink hearts. And so, but it's beautiful pieces. This is a set that's probably going to be up for grabs. This is on one side. I don't know if you can really see the saturation. Oh, maybe if I tilt it that way. It's a butterscotch mother of pearl color. And then on the other side uh, is abalone. And so you get more bang for your buck with this because you have abalone on one side and mother of pearl on the other. So, just I've been bagging things up. And so this week I'll tag them. And what I may do for this initial round is just do a virtual uh, come look, see, shop, buy, whatever you want. Like I said, nominal stuff will be nominally priced. The more pricey, and when I say pricey, not that it's going to be pricey, but pricier than what some of the fashion stuff will be the sterling and the gemstones. And so that's going to be coming. And so it might be like, because I have such a bunch, it might be like maybe, I don't know, one Sunday a month throughout the summer. We'll just see once I get it all organized or whatever. So that's what I was doing, trying to tag it. Haven't priced anything, but yeah. So that's the goal. So that's what I was doing today too, as well as washing clothes and those type of things. And so time just got away from me, and I didn't realize until I looked up, and it was like it's that late or that early, however you want to see. And I hadn't gotten to the Sunday slowdown, and so I was like, okay, it's time to come and say enough with this week. My sister was very encouraging. This took me back to how I felt. I was really frustrated when I went to the doctor because I have been working really, really hard with this A1C thing. And I was like, um, my scale at home is telling me the numbers that are decreasing, whatever. But on their scale, it looked like I only lost a pound. And I know that's not it. And my provider to my cardiologist, she was like, oh, I can look at you and tell that you've lost weight. She says, I know that's not accurate. She says, so we're just not going to deal with the scale they had there. So I gave her what my numbers were from home. And she said, and that's what we'll stick with. And, just keep doing what you're doing. She said, because it is coming down or whatever. But I'm going to tell you, at first, initially, I was very, very frustrated. My sister herself said, she was very encouraging because it was. I'm like, because I really have been. This has been a focus of mine, and so it was just frustrating, And I'm sure it happens to a lot of you guys too. You really think you're on top of something and whatever, and you go and somebody says their numbers are different than your numbers, and it could just really be very daunting. And but I'm not gonna let it get the best of me because I know what I've been doing. I'm sticking with that. That's working, and hopefully, with this later increase in my medication, that may make a difference too. So we shall see. We shall see. I'm just gonna stick with it, and like I said, I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna throw in the towel because let me tell you, girlfriend needs her knee done. And anybody that knows me knows if I'm telling you I need this knee done. Oh, I need this knee done. Yeah, it's just I have gotten maximum benefit that I can out of this knee. And so I'm like every day rubbing it with something, try to only take certain medications unless I'm just really, really in the throes of a flare up and I have no choice because it can zonk you out and all that kind of stuff. So, but it is life and I look at it this way. I'm bad in this regard, but there are people worse off than me, and I just keep trying to press through it. Keep trying to have a positive outlook. And so this project that I'm working on, oh, I can show you the bags that a lot of the pink jewelry that I'll have. I make beautiful sets too. It was when Mary Kay, when I was whatever year it was, I think it was 2020. I want to say 2021. It might have been 2020, 2021. And the jewelry for that year, every month, if you hit a goal, every month you could earn the piece of jewelry that was designed by famous jewelry designer. And that particular year, it was called Powered by Pink was what it was called. And so you got all of these, like I said, various pink pieces of jewelry. And so Yeah, and so I had quite a collection. Let me see how many months worth I got. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, mhm, 8, 9. So I was, yep, almost the whole year. Um, and I was disappointed because the year before I got all 12 months and got a really, some really nice prizes. But with my mobility and the way things were going, this just was, but I did good. It was 9 months worth. So, but I want to share that because, like I said, since the pandemic, since lockdown or what have you, you're just not wearing as much stuff. You're not changing up as much, like you used to, what have you. And, um, and so that's the case. So I decided that's what I'll do. I'll bless somebody else with it. Um, and some other things that I have. And I mean, I have some not pat myself on the back, whatever, but I collected jewelry, so I have some beautiful pieces that will be coming up. Plus, I have some designer bags that I'm letting go to for a reasonable price. Sometimes we just got to do a good clean out, and it helps too. It helps with our focus, our mental clarity, or whatever, when we're not surrounded by so much stuff, so much clutter. And that's what I'm trying to do to really declutter my life. And so, as a Sunday slowdown, that's something good that we all should think about doing sometimes to like regroup, refocus, and declutter. And yeah, so that's what this Sunday Slowdown was all about. I hope you guys saw part one of my friendship segment. It has been a beautiful, beautiful segment to work on. Still finishing up part two because some people that I really wanted to include in it. Uh, I'm waiting for them to get back to me with some of their conversations, but the research that I did on it and just going through it, it has just been really, really, it's just enlightening, and it means something different to everybody. And so the first part, if you haven't seen it, I would encourage you to go to Lynie to the Pinkhouse at LG. That's not what it is. I want to tell you. Okay, I can tell you what my, and it'll get you there. It's Lynie's Pinkhouse, but I think if you, it's bit.ly with a forward slash, and then it's a capital G, capital L, capital G, and then Pink House, all is one word, and that'll take you to my channel. And then you look for the latest video and the one is called Friendship Part One. And that definitely has been a labor of love, a research project that I was very excited to do and excited to share. So you still have time to look at that before part. I mean, you can look at it any time, but if you want to ingest that before part two airs, and so I would suggest you do that. But yeah, so certain things will be coming out pretty soon. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a virtual thing for to kick off the fashion jewelry that I have to try to bless somebody with that. And then I'll be putting information out there when we get ready to do the sterling, the real deal stuff. And so looking forward to it. Everybody, again, have a good week. Make the best decisions that you possibly can. And even if there's some challenges or what have you, use your journals to help you work situations out, but don't hold the negative energy inside. Process it and let it go, because that doesn't help. And so, again, until I talk to you next Sunday, have a good week. This is Lenny. It's Sunday Slowdown. Good night.